and good afternoon, everyone. We are back in the toy barn. Yes, I'm with Kathy. Kathy's way over there to my left.
I'm busy over here working.
She's like a little, I don't know what you want to call her, chipmunk or whatever. She's digging through, making holes, finding space, and yes, finding and running orders, right?
Yes. We'll leave it at that, Darren.
All right, guys, we have had a very, very busy week. This last week prior, we've had a very busy weekend. Now, as most of you guys know that do this business that we do here, selling on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and whatnot, etc., we run basically, our main week starts Monday through Friday. We consider Saturday and Sunday our weekend offerings as it is, and we sort of split it up because that makes it easier for us to sort of get things together, because a lot of times we can find everything on the weekend, put it together, and get it all out on Monday. Worst case, we have what we call overflow, and that goes on Tuesday with the orders that come in that Monday. So you guys know what we're doing pretty much, you that have been here for a while. We've done it for 25 years, and this is a little bit different of a thing that's been going on as of late with us anyway. Our weekends have been getting really busy, wouldn't you say, Kathy, lately?
It's picked up. It's
picked up a lot. Our weekend orders have been going up, and that's a good trend. We want to continue. Hopefully we don't say something that jinx it. You know how it is.
Right.
Cross them fingers, right?
Yeah,
but we've been really busy. We've got orders on deck even.
I found a pending order, by the way. Woo!
Oh, good deal. Throw it over on the side. You know what to do with it. But we have been just they have been just piling up on us, and we're very thankful for that. We thank everyone that's been buying from us. Everything seems to pretty much be shooting off that we're doing. Today's orders, I believe Kathy said, was from Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plush, and Mercari.
Mercari, yes.
The only one's been a little quiet right now is Posh, but Posh usually goes 2 days with nothing. Then we get a couple, 2 or 3 orders. Then it'll go a day or 2 with nothing. So that's what we noticed. And whatnot, we're on there hit and miss. We don't do it all the time, full time, because it just really it's not worth it. Because a lot of times you go on whatnot, it seems like all you're doing is getting a lot of bottom feeders that are there to get deals. I get that. I understand that. But, you know, a lot of the stuff we've got's good stuff, and we just don't want to ship it out, you know. That's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater for a lot of you guys, right? And we don't want to do that. But we do make wheels. We do make deals. This month, guys, on the main store, our sale that we've got going, we've got a monthly coupon like always. We've got a 22% coupon going on. Madcap Toys Plus, our secondary eBay store, I believe. Kathy, how much is your coupon on that?
15%.
15%. Now, those two stores have various items. We have some crossover with our inventory, as in she lists some things that I have also on Madcap Toys. But Madcap Toys Plus also has some items that Madcap Toys does not offer, and vice versa. So if you are interested in certain items, a lot of those items may be on one site or the other. So you want to check out both stores, because you can get some deals, and we never hardly ever offer, since we've had the Madcap Toys Plus, we don't offer the same coupon level there that we do on the main store as of yet. Right. We just try to keep them different altogether, so we know what's going on where and when. But anyway, we've had a total of 9 sales. And guys, we also, what Kathy's not telling you here in the next little bit, we've got bags loads of stuff to go out.
I'll actually probably show a preview at the end of the video.
Okay.
But also too, could you share with them that also currently right now with both Madcap Toys Plus and eBay, on top of we got 10 pending orders that we haven't even found yet.
Okay, so there you go. We could have a video today with 19 orders. We're not doing that because we are getting stuff in as we speak. Yes. Actually, about 5 minutes ago, I was inside working, doing paperwork, getting stuff ready for this video. Kathy was finding the last item or so that she wanted to get up to ship out for today, for this next day, Monday. Yep. And while we was doing that, we had a cha-ching. about an hour before that, I had another cha-ching or so. So it's coming in, and we're thankful for that. But basically today, like I said, we've sold on Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus, and Mercari.
Yep.
I am going to get out of the way, guys, because Kathy is ready to go.
No. And let's share with him one thing. I know we're cutting.
Boy, she's got a lot more cutting in here.
Talk about what I experienced last night with that feedback with eBay.
Okay, she's wanting me to get into the eBay feedback update.
Yes.
We are not very happy with eBay.
No.
We've had, as many of you guys know, a negative feedback, which is, you know, by and large, usually, if it's not basically sort of like an assaultish, fake feedback, we just go on and don't care quite so much. Nobody likes negative, let's be honest. But especially when you're trying your best to get it done and move on and just do the service that you can do.
All right, yeah.
We had an item that we had just got a feedback for a week or week and a half ago, and it was negative, which is fine and dandy. It put us down to 99.6%.
Caveat was on a canceled order.
Yeah. But here's the thing that really bugged us. The item was canceled because eBay pretty much relisted an item that we did not have.
Right.
All right? And we offered the eBay buyer an alternative, said, is there anything else? Now keep that in mind, the term is right there. Is there anything else similar price that you would like to have? Please contact us within 3 days or we will have to cancel this order because we cannot fulfill an order. Well, regardless of what we did, no cancellation or contact, so we canceled the item. The person went and literally just later on, after all that was said and done, waited for a very decent period of time, and then they bombed us, and it's like, look, we're just trying to work with you. What can we do to change this? Well, because of some foul words that he had used, eBay removed the wordings and just gave us 2 dots as it was. But here's the thing that we have problem with the feedback. It's not so much that we got the negative feedback. We don't like it, don't get me wrong. But it's because he broke eBay policy. eBay broke eBay policy because of what he had done and said, and the alternatives that we offered. We should not have received a feedback at all because he got a total refund. We'd kept nothing. And we tried to offer a resolution, so we still got bombed with the negative feedback. That's the reason why we've been going on about it, is because there's only so much you as a seller can do. And here's eBay's bullshit answer they gave us. Okay, and I'm sorry for the language for you guys that don't care for it, but hey, it's what it is, okay? So let's just be honest with you. eBay literally sat there and said, well, we removed the feedback. No, you did not. You removed the words of the feedback. You did not remove the negative, which results in us going down a point, 2 points or tenths of a point on our feedback. When you, as a buyer or a seller, do a transaction on eBay, the only thing anybody has to go by is that feedback score. If you do this, that, and the other thing and meet eBay's imaginary metrics that they always change, you know, we're rated on that by eBay. When you have only 20% at average to 25% at best, leaving positive feedback, and then you get one feedback that's negative, you can see the problem there. Because people are more likely to leave negative than positive. You buyers out there, or sellers out there especially, will know. If somebody's upset, you have to jump through hoops to take in and save your bacon on that. And a lot of times, it's just basically a lot of people will take and try to hold you over the grill and say, if you don't do this, and I've literally received this comment 3 months ago and said to me, if you don't do this, I'm going to leave you a negative feedback. Well, you know what? That is blackmail. And it's not because there's a problem with the item. Most of the people, as you see, if you do a lot of business, have a lot of friends online, will tell you a lot of people will not want to return an item that they claim has an issue, but they'll want to keep it because they'll say, well, it just costs too much. It don't cost too much if we're paying for the return. Okay? So that's bull. They're just wanting an item for free. And this is a new trend that's going on that eBay does not talk about. eBay is not protecting us from, that if people are trying to blackmail a lot of sellers online by use of feedback. This is an old kindergarten school blackmail tactic that they're still using on eBay that eBay has not answered. eBay violated their own policy with this feedback because he had said stuff that was false, blatant, and he didn't even mention what we had offered to try to remedy it. And nobody on eBay has mentioned what we offered to try to remedy it. They act like it wasn't even done or said or offered. So I don't know what to tell you guys, but keep an eye out for your feedback. We just saw another couple get a negative and they got it removed because they got 60,000 subscribers. And quite honest with you, I think the only thing eBay cares about is not fairness and not what's right and what's wrong, but they want to make sure that when people look at certain people that have a few more subscribers, they take care of those people because they don't want the message to get out. Well, I got news for you, eBay. If I'm getting screwed, I'm going to let everybody know every time, because fair is fair. You either have a policy or you don't. And if you don't, let's just say, hey, somebody leaves you a negative, leave it out there. There won't be no complaints or nothing else, and no changes. But at the same time, we should be able to give, as sellers, negative feedback. And I've been griping about that, and the people that always say no, you shouldn't, is the buyers, because you know what, there are a lot of bad buyers out there. Yes. And we should be able to give a true experience of the selling experience as sellers.
Absolutely.
Now, most of us don't want to leave negative. And you know what? I buy on eBay too. And I've left one negative in the last 3 years. One. And that's because the item never came. They never contacted me. They never wanted to send back a refund. And I had to go through the company to get the refund because they just disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. Okay? They didn't do anything wrong except not sending my item. And I just said, hey, this guy's not responding, or gal or whoever it is. And they disappeared. You know, so
that was wrong for disappearing.
Yeah, so who knows what happened? They may have, who knows? I'm not even going to go on there. But guys, this is just something we're trying to tell you. Keep an eye out, because we do know from people that we talk to, there is a trend that's going on where people are beginning to do it again. And eBay is doing the pick and choose who they're going to protect with the feedback. So keep an eye out, because it may happen to you. I hope it don't. And all, but guys, you know, we've done good, but we cannot hardly ever go a year without a negative feedback.
Well, here's the deal about that, Daren.
Come on up here if you're going to talk, Angel.
Well, hold on, hon, as I'm on the floor, and it'll take me a good minute to get off the floor. But the biggest thing with me that I didn't like is, okay, they removed, the machine removed the negative comment, but the machine did not remove the negative rating, and that's what gets me.
Okay, she mentioned a point that I sort of glossed over there but didn't hit it. The reason why the comment was removed was the eBay algorithm computing machine, whatever they're using, supposedly, and I'm saying the big supposed there because we're being told one thing but nothing seems to match, was removed by the said AI computer because the wording and the language that was used and the whole 9 yards didn't match the facts. Okay, no kidding. Because you've seen the emails back and forth, what little we had with the guy, and there was no emails basically from him at all except for when we got the feedback. Right. And then, as soon as he laid the feedback saying you're a blah, 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 blankety, blankety, blank, right, it was removed. Just pew. But we got 2 dots, and the negative was still there. Never mind that it violates eBay's own internal policy.
And they said because of that, removing the wording, that was our one count of getting it removed, but it didn't remove the rating. It just removed the comment. Yeah.
See, that is where the problem is that we have. And Kathy said, in case you didn't hear, because eBay automatically removed via the so-called computer program they use, that they said, well, we already adjusted it. No, you did not. You arbitrarily chose to remove the words that he said because of the content that was said in it, but you did not remove the rating, which also violates eBay's policy because it violated the whole thing.
Yeah, what makes me think that they would have probably removed it is if he hadn't have done any profanity and the AI didn't remove it, I think it would have got removed completely with the rating.
Yeah, but if they're eBay, the point is, if eBay's automation system that they're claiming to use, and I don't really believe it, to be honest with you, I think there's some huckleberry in there doing this and doing half-wit job because it's overseas, like everything else eBay does. But because they removed part of it, they said, well, we've already took care of it. No, you haven't. You removed something that was tied in with the whole problem. If you've got a policy, how can you do half of a policy but not the whole policy? We followed eBay's policy to a T, offered resolution. Matter of fact, we didn't even list the item. eBay relisted this item. I had another item that was relisted just the other day.
Right.
That somehow every time they do an update, we're catching 1 or 2 back items that's been sold literally. And if you notice, guys, a lot of the items that's been sold are 3 to 4 years ago.
Right.
Okay. So you can't go back that far to check on items that you sold to have verification. Hey, this says I sold this here or there.
Right.
Now we have verified that they've had items relisted that have been sold and is in our little pile as it was, and I got to fix that. But
driving you crazy?
Yeah, it is. I look down and just drive me. But there's just so many problems with the site right now. I don't know if eBay's ever going to fix the site, but it's just sort of an aggravating thing, and it's more of the aggravation that they're not following their own policy. Either you have negative feedback, you're going to get it and leave it there and nothing's going to move, or else you follow your own policy and remove something if somebody's broke the terms of the company. Okay, which was done, and we've done everything we can, but yet we're being punished, of course, because we're sellers. Sellers always get the worst end of it 90% of the time. And then the person that broke the terms, they're being rewarded because nothing's done to them at all. And eBay's punished us as sellers because we can't leave a response, we can't leave neutrals, we can't leave negatives, we can't do nothing but say, hey, this guide's blah, 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 blah. And, if you give it, then you're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. We gave a response to his feedback. They removed it. Then so I left the feedback and reply thinking, well, maybe they'll do something, remove it because of what he had left. Well, they did not. They left it. So there's no winning with eBay. They suck. I'm just going to say it. You suck, eBay, but you need to get it together because you're not going to be the only game in town because a lot of us are looking around. All right, Angel, I'm going to hand it to you.
All right, smiles and love. Happy Tuesday.
No, there ain't no love. No love today.
I'm just trying to make it cool, guys. Yeah. Happy Tuesday. You're back in the toy barn. I hope you're feeling fantastic. But yeah, that just kind of really made me go grrr last night. But yeah, my whole thing is, I'm going to eat it, beat the brunt. I'm going to go with it, move on. But the biggest thing for me was, okay, you removed his comment, but you didn't remove the rating. And they were like, yeah, you'll bury it. You're a great person. Just keep going. It's like you're going against your policy, but you're saying that the only one instance, the only one instance that the machine removed the comment, if there was no negative profanity, and it was just a negative feedback, I am sure they would have removed it because it was a canceled order. It was a canceled order.
Yeah, but here's the thing, just coming back up with her, and then I'll run away, guys, I promise. The problem I had is the way it was done. And we've been working with them basically for about a week and a half, heading towards 2 weeks now on this Saturday.
We emailed.
And, eBay goes on about customer service. If you sell on eBay, trust me, they go on and harp about you giving good customer service. Their customer service sucks.
You can't get there. You can't even get a human being.
I mean, I'm talking donkey suck. Because they have none. They hang up on you. They literally will sit there and say, hey, we're going to tell you via the computer voice you received that this is it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to look into it. They're looking through things as bull crap. We all know it. Everything they do is a farce. You cannot talk to a human being. And I'll tell you what, I wish I could leave ratings for eBay per transaction, because I'll tell you what, a lot of them will be negative because they do not provide the service they demand from us to provide. And I want to provide. But when I provide and try to offer alternatives, there's only so much I can do, and they're not fulfilling their part.
Exactamundo. Yeah. Mundo. Also, something else to share with you too. Mercari sent me an email this morning. 1099Ks are out if you went over the threshold, right? And so just look in your box. You probably got a message inside Mercari, but maybe also in your email box. Check it out if you know that you sold more than $5 grand on Mercari. I assume we did, because they said you got a 1099K. So there you go. And a big thank you, and hi, I see you. I had a lady that subscribed to us from the 1099K video. I am so glad I was able to help you out. That's why we love to do what we do when it comes to YouTube. It's not just talk and rant and be happy and perky and sad and mad, but also too, just share you guys with our real life reseller experience, but also to help you, because there are needs out there when it comes to questions, when it comes to 1099Ks, or like yesterday's video, self-employment when it comes to health insurance. Any topic that relates to reselling life, we want to share it with you. That way you stay in tune with it too. And that's why we do what we do. Guys, 9 items that we packed and shipped today and labeled, but we have 10 more items and counting that are pending that we haven't even found yet, looked up, well, except for the one that I just snuck over there, but that we have to find for the next video. So we're excited. So let's get to it, shall we? But I'm going to do it. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, got to make sure you hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And comments, you know we love them, so just keep them coming. All right, here we go. Let's start off with The Godfather, right? Regular Madcap Toys. Again, to repeat, we're going to talk about, what is that noise?
I better check and see if I got a truck. I've got 3 dudes.
I hear something outside. It's just kind of weird.
Oh, it's just Amazon.
Okay. So, no, I just heard like a toy making a noise.
Yeah. No. I moved one.
Oh, you moved a toy and then it decided to have a fit.
Probably the T-Rex. You know how it is.
It sounds like one. Anyway, so he had a couple that we're going to share off of The Godfather. But, again, just Daren alone has 9 pending orders that we're going to talk about in the next video. So he has done well, but we are mostly going to talk about Mercari today, because a lot of those have to go out for the Monday AM, and Madcap Toys Plus had a slew of them as well. So we're going to do that. So let's go to paid and shipped. And again, he had a couple that just basically went off this morning. So just amazing stuff. So the very first one, it was found in a unskewed bag, but I kind of had I have an eidetic memory. It's starting to wear because of my age a little bit, but I kind of figured sort of where I knew it would be, and I was right. Thank you, goodness. But this is the Disney Girls Lilo and Stitch. I love this shirt. I love tie-dye. I'm from I graduated in 91, and tie-dye was huge back then as well. With a repeat of the 70s. Heartbreaker tie-dye t-shirt, size extra, extra large. And this t-shirt's going out to Dan. Hi, Dan. Thanks so much. And you took advantage of the 22% discount that Daren has for February from our regular Madcap Toys account. We have 4 of these left, so if you're interested, they're really, really cool. And it's sold for $12.99 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you so much for that. I wish this was in women's size. Just saying. I would love to. I went to Disney last year. I love Disney. I would wear it, right? I would wear it to Disney, or I would just wear it around the house. I love the colors on this. It's amazing. All right, and then next up, Daren. I think it was either a personal buy that he made, or it was something that he had bought in a lot. I'm not sure. This is the 2015 Xbox One Halo 5 Guardians Limited Edition. I'm assuming it's a game, right?
It is, yes.
It's a game,
If
okay.
it's the one, the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on a metal tin kind of sort of.
It's a special
limited
yeah,
edition.
limited editions,
okay.
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if he personally owned it, gotten a lot.
No,
I'm not
I
sure.
did not.
You did not. Okay. Anyway, found in the shed for me. And Travis, hey Travis, took advantage of the 22% discount for February, and this sold for $16.98 plus ship. I think Daren offered free shipping on that purposely, and it worked out really great. He still made money back with that lot and then some. So wonderful job there. So that was all today on the regular Madcap Toys. Again, we got lots of pending orders on there. So to be continued next video on that one. All right, and then we're going to move over to Mercari. I told Daren, I said today, being a Sunday, Mercari has to really have some attention because we have a few sales on there, and they were on there because when you go on a weekend, even though if it's sold on a Friday, Mercari seems to include Saturday and Sunday, so you start getting the red, it's overdue, you got to ship it now. So I said we've got to pay attention to getting those things found so we can pack them and get them out, because if not,
well, if you don't get them out,
they could get canceled.
They will take and slow down your order.
And slow down the order. Yeah. So we took care of it. I think everything is off except for a bundle that he just received this morning on there. So we're happy campers. So let's do it. So the very first one we sold was a comic. And thank you, Daren, for finding that comic today. That helped a bunch. This is the 1997 Marvel Comics Star Trek Voyager number 9. The quest is over. Behold the relic. And I'll see if the Toy Barn will let me go into the order. Mercari is always different. I always say this every time, but it's crazy how it works. But anyway, this sold to Alicia. Thank you so much, Alicia. And it sold for $1.70 plus ship. Now you're probably thinking, why so little? If you take a look, there is a tag on the front of the comic. So we thought, you know what? It's not on the plastic. It's on the comic, so we're going to do a discount on that because we bought a lot. When I say a lot, we bought a lot of comics. I asked Daren, or I told Daren last night, we were going through having a little sales meeting, and I told him just alone in comics, we have over $7,000 worth of comics. So we have a lot. That's a lot of money in comics. Yeah. So I said, so we were talking about how to do our sales, what can we do to kind of push things through, and he had mentioned that. But yeah, so there's a lot of comics that we have discounted because of the condition, but also comics that have been here a while that we want to push through because we got to make room, guys. Daren's got only 30 or 40 miles away from us, over 600 DVDs coming. So we've got to make room for Daddy, so to speak. And so we're trying to do that.
And I got another order after that.
Yes. And it's also stuck in Indy.
Yeah.
Post office. Anyway, so that, and so I'm trying to make room on some of my shelves in the house storage there, and getting through because we're also working on our death pile. I have to show Daren later when we go back. The death pile is thinning a little bit in a good way because we're trying to make room for those 600 DVDs that will be in the death pile to be prepared to be, pictured, listed and shipped. So yeah, so we're trying to really, now that the temperatures are kind of getting along with us, we're trying to get that stuff going, and it's great. And I'm also working on another shelf in our garage storage area, so I can kind of make room for him to put more of the media on shelving and get that skewed, because that would be so nice if we could do that. Anywho, so again, that was like a discounted comic there. And then we sold a 1992 Washington quarter proof. Very, very nice. In card was sold via Ground Advantage and a padded eBay bubble mailer. Yes, I used a eBay bubble mailer because we usually get the padded with the shipping supplies. So if we're going to sell on Mercari, Mercari doesn't have shipping supplies with Mercari on it. So you got to do what you got to do. But anyway, going back to this for the order, and it's being good to me so I can kind of see the person, but this is going out to Kiwira7734. Thank you so much. And this quarter sold for $4.08 plus ship, so just a little bit of a discount. I think Daren accepted an offer at that time. I think it said 18% off, so not too bad. He's wanting to kind of push through the lower dollar coin collection, so he can even continue to bump up his higher coin collection. So he has several in the multi-hundreds to thousands, and that's where we want to get to, and kind of like move the lower, but make money, of course, but move the lower dollar ones as we speak to kind of clean up, because we've had them for quite a bit. All right, and then yay, I was a hero for once. I went and found one item that we thought was all for naught, but it wasn't. So we had one day left on Mercari to find it, but I found it. It was hiding in a corner, smiling at me on an unskewed shelf. So it was awesome. So this is from Paw Patrol, Ready, Race, Rescue, Rubbles, Race and Go Deluxe Vehicle with Sounds. And this one is going out to Twins86E8. Thank you so much. And sold for $23.45 plus ship. So this one had me a little bit stirred, because for some reason this particular toy wasn't sold on any, or wasn't listed on any other site. No Poshmark, no regular eBay, no Madcap Toys Plus, so just that. And it was listed 4 years ago. So I was like, uh-oh. So, and it was unskewed, because in the very beginning we didn't skew anything. We just popped it on shelves. We didn't label shelves. Well, then we started to do it because it took so much time as we got more and more items. So found it, was very happy, and moving ahead with that. So going out to you on the Monday AM for sure. So that was all on Mercari. And the Madcap Toys Plus did some stuff. Yeah, we went, and after the Monday video that you guys already watched, we sold 4 more items, and now it has another pending order that just happened right before we hit record today. So let's share with you those 4 items. Very first one, it's a sellout, Daren.
Awesome.
Sellout. We just listed these 2 weeks ago. We just talked about that in the Monday video. Yes, I sold the last Moody Trees wall canvas board, just like that, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they didn't last long, did they?
Did not last long. I love when you list and they move. I love that. That's what we like. 100%. If everything worked that way, right, resellers? What a day that would be, because we could have room, we could source with room, and so it would be wonderful. 16 by 12 Moody Trees framed wall canvas board from Threshold, found on the Justin Shelf 1. And Kristen took advantage of the 15% off coupon. Thank you so much, Kristen. And sold for, because it's a sellout, sold for $12.99 plus ship. Yes, I priced them to move, and they moved well. I made my money back and then some. So thank you so much for that. And next up, kind of a summary, kind of a tank top there. This is from A New Day from our Target palette. Women's slim fit ribbed high neck tank, honest purple. I love that. From A New Day, size extra small, found in the Rudolph bag. And Courtney took advantage of the 15% off February coupon. Thank you so much, Courtney. And sold for $6.99 plus ship. So I'm going to have Daren probably get me very soon some probably padded, or maybe not padded, but poly bags for clothing. So that way I don't keep using boxes. See if it helps me in my price point, lower the price point when it comes to not only weight for shipping, but price point per item sold. So he did buy me 1,000 poly bags, but they were enough to fit a coin in or something very small, and I can't fit clothing in those. So he'll have to get me some clothing ones, and you know, we may push that over to where clothing is start going in poly bags, and the cardboard boxes go for more things that need that balance, like with figures, etc., etc. But right now it went into a 6x6x6 cardboard box. And then next up we sold, and we've had this for a little bit, not too long, but for a little bit, on a retail arbitrage, 1998 from Skybolt Toys, Double Impact Desert Camo Jazz action figure, found on Adam's Shelf 3. And this is going out to Ramiro. Thanks so much, Ramiro. Did a great offer with him. Wanted to move. It's been there just a little bit. And sold for $14 plus ship. Not too bad at all. And then lastly, from the Snowflake bag, we sold Girls Cat and Jack Navy Blue Footless Tights. Size medium. We have one more in medium left. We have them in other sizes. So check those out if you like them. And this is going out to Christina. Thank you, Christina, so much. She took advantage of that coupon too. And sold for $6.99 plus
Shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you for that. 9 items. 10 more pending, and there's probably even more than that. And guess what, guys? Right before we hit record, I just sold another Halloween costume that I'll tell you about in the next video. Yeah, I'm selling Halloween in the Valentine's Day month. Isn't that crazy? But it's a good crazy. So yes, seasonal sells. List it. Don't hold back. Right? Right. All right, guys. So we got stuff to do. Him and I have to look at our death pile and talk about it. We have to look at the room that we have. I've got another shelf I need to wash and clean and get ready to kind of fit back. Help him also over there in the Livia shelf, and he may show a video on that sometime, where we need to clear off some toys, put them in spaces that we have now, so that way we can start stacking the media and skewing it so we don't take so much time finding DVDs and CDs and Blu-rays, and get that up off the floor and get it set up. So excited about that. I am excited about the temperatures. Temperatures are going up, staying in the 50s. We should be seeing a day or two at the end of the week with 60s. It's great in February, so it's helping us get more work done, and I love it. Guys, I'm not going to spend any more time blabbing at you, but you have been awesome, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.